Hello chat. Hello gamers. Is this real? Is this for real right now? Is the stream deal? Hello guys. Hey Nuli, hey Sky, hey Ken, hey IL. How are you all tonight? I have gotten zero sleep once again. But I was like, yeah, I need to do the stream. I have not done a recap yet, and there have been some interesting stuff going on, so thought I would keep you updated on the current situation because the round one half started of this tournament of second 3v3. Teams have begun grinding, begun getting scores. We have not yet seen a 1v1 matchups, unfortunately, but they will be played pretty soon. Oh god, is Cobb versus Swift today in my time zone? Oh my fucking god. Okay. I'll try to find time to sleep before that. Should have like 17 hours, it's fine. I'll get some sleep, right, chat? So either way. And Nils and Sylvian are planning to play on Saturday. So we'll have two 1v1s back to back. Which is gonna be exciting because we are gonna be entering the later stage of this round. We'll be entering the most important part, the last few days, because it's the time when people have the most free time to play, to obtain wins, scores, to play the 1v1s. So majority of the points will be happening, will be obtained in the next few days. Though teams have already gathered some pretty good ones, especially Team Sylvian here. Like we can see on overall standings, Team Sylvian overall is in the lead right now after first 2 days. Obviously, there is still like 2.5 weeks ahead, but you know, there's probably gonna be a station with all points like being valuable. All the points matter in this one, so starting off with a lead is still pretty good. Cop Sky and IL almost 300 behind, but pretty decently confident in second place. Dementia Gaming with 117 third, and sorry for Party Rocking. Team that qualified is just in the fourth for now, with just points from Boots' win grinding. Yeah, not much to say about Sorry for Party Rocking. I think Sent might be busy with IRL stuff because he had not yet submitted anything, and I don't know if he played much or played at all. Sent throwing for real, for real, and Boots getting 50 wins, which is pretty okay. He have gotten a tier, unlike his opponent Sky, who started playing like basically right off the bat. Like I was going to sleep and I was like, oh damn, Sky is already at 5 wins. They might get quite a lot. They might actually get quite a lot, and they're now at 8, which I mean more than 5 since I joined, since I checked right after the start of the round, but still, yeah, I don't know if Sky is gonna get that many wins, but still, I think she would still need to get at least a first tier uh, of wins grinding, because it was quite decent amount just for tier 1, 115. Not too bad, and those points, like I said, might become a valuable asset, especially considering that every single other win grinder have gotten at least one tier. So that will, if not put their team ahead, at least doesn't put it behind people. So Sky killing for you, yeah. We've gotten a bunch of submissions from IL. I think all of his submissions were tier 5 so far. He didn't submit stuff that was lower than that. Yeah, he has like half of the games, I think, submitted, all of them being tier 5, and the rest, I assume him just trying to get better scores, better RNG, and also just having like safe scores that he'll probably submit closer to the end when he will know that he doesn't really have too much time to improve them, if he doesn't improve them. But they'll probably be quite close to tier 3 and tier 4 in most of them. He has gotten one of the RNG ones out of the way pretty early, the campaigning one, with an impressive score of 580. I'm gonna play it here. Which is the new top 3, by the way. We have got another top 3 for top scores. Have not gotten any new records. Well, technically IELTS Jigsaw, but tournament wasn't technically going as well. And during the tournament itself, we have gotten so far 3 exactly top 3 scores. So pretty nice. Pretty well played. So he also got the big jousting out of the way. Also could be quite annoying one. And it seems like I'm just gonna play this in the background. It seems like a lot of his remaining scores are those like kinda a bit the ones that can be quite tough or like annoying to do, as you like, need to get a good grind from them, good RNG and stuff. He has gotten the Chicklings, which I don't think I have it in my library prepared for stream. So yeah, Chicklings, but Chicklings is not very unreachable. He got an 500 ho ho ho. So yeah, the only remains are, yeah, Lawnmower, Lab Escape, Pig Fishing, RPG, Shooting Range, Spider Maze, Super Ship, Floor Lava, Trampolinia. I feel like besides like Floor is Lava, maybe, although Floor is Lava is, could be quite uh, inconsistent, I guess. Because you can have two runs that feel identical, but they can be like frames apart for some reason. So, but everything else seems to be just more or less RNG reliant. So we'll see what how lucky he got by the end of the weekend, how he played with the luck that he was given. So yeah, but he already got a very impressive amount of points, like 225. With like only half of the games submitted, like just kind of like, for example, like Helix and Sense matchup. He's already approaching like Helix's numbers kinda in terms of points. So, and we also don't those scores still, like, not still, until the end of the week they don't take into account 50 point bonus that the winning person will get. So there's also points that he will probably get if Santa doesn't pick up the pace. I got one frame of tier 5 Flores Lava twice, then that is unfortunate. There's like some close calls. So didn't you get like 499 ho ho ho? And Nudley got 559 Lawnmower. Like, people are getting pretty interesting close calls in this round to some uh some big tiers. This Rigged, I've had like 5 solo lobbies and none have had Lawnmower or Canopy King. Man. Yeah, that's... those can be rough sometimes. At least I feel like it's easier to get solo lobby nowadays because not that many people play PG, but it's just full RNG. So yeah. There are other scores that I have saved from AL. Gavin's kind of boring so far. Yeah, can be like that. I've had like I sent the I got like the idea dump in my head earlier today where I was like, okay, the free just started, but I already have like some ideas how to improve all the categories for the next tournament, and I just dropped like a huge ass message and sent DMs. I, I don't know if he read it. I think he's like busy with IRL stuff right now. But I do be just dumping when it sends DMs. It's just like my info dump, my thoughts dump of everything party games tournaments related, and it's usually quite big messages. Sorry, Sand, but you showed the interest. You showed that you're interested in doing it. That you like the internet, so that's what the DMs are now between us. Kinda like with IL and top scores, I dumped a few ideas on IL for the last top scores update, but I'm way less interested in top scores right now than tournaments, so IL's DMs are safe for now. I'm just imagining like Sense, like, you know, I don't know, like he has like an exams right now, like he's studying for exams, or like just trying to like do something productive, or like spending time with bitches, and I just sending him texts and like pages of party games tournament ideas. And he's like, bro, leave me alone. Like one day Santa's gonna just leave his house, go to a grocery store, and I'm just gonna stop him, grab him by the shoulders with crazy look at my ass and be like, dude, you gotta listen to this. I got this crazy idea for this new tournament. It's gonna blow everyone's mind. It's gonna happen one day. But yeah, either way, it's just a bunch of like ideas and to like make it a bit less challenging. It's not gonna be happening this tournament because it already started a bit too late. But I already have cookings in the making months before next one. Hopefully it will be a less miserable experience in some areas. We'll see. Also, can I take a look at my jungle job? I want chat to see how bad it was. If I have it downloaded, yeah, I'll drop it in the OBS soon. Also, cooking as always. I'm just non-stop cooking mode. Just non-stop cooking. Yeah, I'm just gonna like play some of IL's clips that he has submitted. It's one of his latest Minecraft racings. He submitted 3, and the very first one was already tier 5, and the other 2 were just better and better. I think he did the same, kind of like Animal Slaughter and Workshop, which is like those ones. I think this like his second animal slaughter submission. I don't have third one like saved, but it's like 6 points apart or something. So pretty consistent at getting 200 plus in random lobbies. I think Noodly had also a few 200s. I don't remember. I think Noodly had at least two, but and she also submitted like a better one. But I might be tripping, so. Hello, Juke. I entered the rules for VB Hunt is getting boosted. Illegal in Minecraft Racing. Yeah, for VB Hunt, the rules are the same for most categories as for world records, for like a few exceptions that are like stated in there, like the what's called, like the chicken rings requirements and stuff. So yeah, it is illegal to get boosted by randoms before the top speed. And this was I think the second submission of workshop. I think first was 25.5 and this one is like exactly a second faster, like you are getting call blocks so much this tournament. I've seen call blocks in so many games already. Just pretty bad. Yeah, had to, then later got to 22. That's just not fair, RNG. Oof. So yeah, Nully also submitted quite a lot of scores. Most of them being tier 4s or so. Future 5s here. Animal Slaughter, Chicken Rings, Frozen Floor, Ho 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 Jigsaw Rush. Only a few games unsubmitted and most at least tier 3. So they're already getting quite a lot of points as well. I'll be showing some clips from her, but first, a quick look at Ken. Ken was the very first submission actually of this tournament of round 1, and it started once again with Jigsaw. So very nice tier 4, slightly below 2.5. Still some good points for Ken. And his team. Yeah. Time Callback is very interesting. Yeah, this is that. And then we had the pretty much right after 41 Pig Fishing from Ken. Just gonna let it play out here. So yeah, but other than that, he didn't really submit anything. I don't know if he's gathering the scores. I'm gonna send them later, or he just not playing too much at all right now. I wasn't really paying attention. So we'll see, maybe Kenneth will drop like a little bomb on us right at the end of the week. Yeah, very consistent pink fishing, even with a few misses. Still 41 score, tier 5 on Lime. Really, really well played. It's a casual Jigsaw Rush, yeah. I don't think Ken has been super active. Yeah, probably busy with school and stuff. Like I said, the weekend is gonna be a big big time period for everyone. Very not gotten above 41, but he didn't really need to. That's more than enough so far. Next, what do I have in clips? Yeah, Noodle, here is your jungle jump that you asked for. Here for jungle jump. Oh, never mind, it's IELTS. I could not see in the thumbnail. Oh, we're watching another one of IELTS clip. IELTS clips. Then. Yeah. Very nice jump from IEL here. And the first English submission of Ho Ho Ho. She has gotten a better one of 696. This one just looks really cool. Hitting a high score like that and with so many randoms. Pretty popular. Nice. It just was having like 3 seconds before it started. Yeah, happens. I think like most of the anime resembles English. Obviously, Shikara. Some really nice scores for 13. There also might be music playing, I cannot hear it, but it might be playing on the streams in the clips, so hope it's not like I can just yes, there it is. It's gone. Yeah, and then 7 kill Frozen Floor. Pretty fast one. Like only 30 seconds or so. I think it's like barely wasn't top 3 on fastest 7 kills. So, yeah. Obtained on the first day, also one of the important ones to get. And get to this first animal slaughter. Once again, I don't remember if I think she had multiple, so this is gonna be the first one. Hey, it's you. I see you. Honestly, I don't understand how you people like turn around so quick. Yes. My boomer brain cannot comprehend how to do that. Yeah. Very nice animals on there. What do I have here? Oh, this is another one that I also want. The tier 5 chicken rings. Also obtained pretty much instantly on the first day. Can get it out of the way. Not really worry about it. Chicken Rings was one of the games that Sun did not obtain tier 5 in qualifier, so even if he does put in hours by the end of the week, this might be one of the games that IL doesn't really have to worry about anyway. But who knows, maybe Sans will get like a 35-second run. You never know. Yeah, I had a 222 afterward, because then I need a screenshot for it after I submit this one. Yeah. Kind of good set workshop with bad crafts. Yeah. Workshop moment. And we have this one here. Often getting here free in Trampolinia. It's a pretty good one. And very well played. Not good enough for higher tiers, but tier 3 is more, would be more than enough. Does give 15 points after all, so at the end I have this Minecraft racing from Google, which is tier 4. Yeah, FCR. I did not mute the music. My apologies. Yeah. That's obviously not all the scores, but that's like just a bunch of them. Just, you know, to showcase what we've got so far and stuff. And that puts us in a bunch of interesting situations in PB Hunt. If Nudli already at 300 points with her submissions, IL over 200, and Ken with only 2 submissions at 50 points. Oh no, he also had the workshop. I forgot about this one. It's at the bottom, so I didn't see it. Yeah, the tier 2 workshop for Ken with 3 submissions, 50 points. Pretty good score, so he might be able to catch up with Nude when he submits the rest of the games, but it's hard to tell what his scores will be, and Sand is still standing at 0. We have no idea what he's cooking and if he's cooking, so yeah. And 1v1s, like I said, not played yet. Waiting for Cop Swift probably tomorrow. Sylvan Nails probably on Saturday. And Wins Grind. Talked about Sky picking boots. Charlie is approaching his second tier at 100 wins, and Sky is Sky Jigsaw destroying everyone this week. Passing the third tier already. Well, everyone else is either at 1 or 0, getting a very nice 225 points for her team. And yeah, that's one of the bigger reasons why Team Sylvan is in first place right now. Both team members that played so far put in quite a lot of work to and sent quite a lot of submissions in the first 2 days. Well, 2 days and a half already, so they are chilling there. While Kopsky IL is so far fully carried by IL in second place right now. Dementia Gaming have a few submissions from Ken and approaching 2 tiers from Charlie, so they might be able to pass Kopsky IL soon. But only temporary, and sorry for pioneering so far. Kinda seem to struggle a bit. And Boots got 1 tier, which is pretty okay, but Sand has not done anything yet, so I don't know. Hopefully they will get some points by the end of the day, because, well, they like kinda turned it around and came back right at the end of the qualifiers to just like kind of not play the tournament, which would be a bit weird, but we'll see. And we'll see how the tomorrow's match between Cobb and Swift will play out. That will be very, very important for this overall matchup. And maybe opportunity for either Cobb Sky and the Yell to catch up to Sylvian team, or sorry for Pyrokin to finally start getting some points. We'll see. Hello, Niels. He cannot hear. This is so sad. Loving the split shadow, thank you. Tier 5 point facing is real and yells arrows move faster. Yeah, he's cheating. Hello, can hear. I'm also can hear. The no mic channel. What's funny is that I'm disappointed by my kind pace. Will not kind wins tomorrow. Yeah, please take care of yourself and don't overdo with the grinding. Health is important. Can you convince Charlotte to do the same? Charlie is not at like really big pace. He is like he has twice as less wins basically, almost like right now. So he's not pulling off some crazy stuff so far, but who knows what he will do in the next few days. And almost second tier after I think he will have 2 tiers by the end of day 3. So with his face he can get up to like maybe tier 6 or 7 by the end of it. If that's how he will keep playing. I don't know anything about his schedule or his free time, so or his motivation. I'm still worried about my poor pace today and tomorrow. Pop off on the weekend, but for it's looking less possible. Yeah, 400 is pretty brutal, that's for sure. Yeah. Thought there would be a bit more to talk about, but also went over everything kind of quickly, and I'm also dying quite a lot inside. So I'm gonna chill a bit more. No, I'm very excited for 1v1s because they will like turn around this. They could potentially turn around the scores quite a lot, and it would be easier to understand everyone's position, everyone's potential in this tournament because like it's like the only category that hasn't been really played, and besides Swift, I guess we haven't really seen the other 1v1 players do anything yet, so we'll see what kind of points they can provide and what kind of shape they all are right now. It's gonna be very, very interesting. Is there one more again? Wait, what do you mean? For one of the PB hunters? Something. I know. So far I think Nuzlon is submitted and she got 1 point of tier 5 for one more. So that's it. Yeah, no one else have submitted it. So and she got 400 more with the small Sloan Model lobby. If you've ever gotten 7 players. Oof. 400 with 7 players is pretty good. So pretty good result. I hope you can still hear me. from here, chat. I'm just chilling in my chair right now. Very comfortable. I do not have a lot of energy, but I still wanted to do this one because I haven't done it, so I want to keep people updated, want to people keep engaged in the tournament. Yeah. But the most interesting parts will come in the next 2 days, 3 days, because we'll have 2 1v1s back to back in the next 2 days, and then I know when I will do the final recap, because most people will be probably sleeping right by the end of the week, but maybe I know I will try to find it, maybe like a few hours before it, to just like let people know like the remaining scores or something, but we'll see. We'll see how it will go. I honestly don't even know who to predict for each match. But in both matchups, like either player has a chance based on all the circumstances. For with both Sylvian and Niels kind of having you know, being in somewhat good shape while having random problems like Niels headphones breaking and Sylvian I think just not playing too consistently recently because of the school, but I'm not sure. And with Cobb and Sif just both not playing at all, so just it's gonna be a very interesting match for a different reason, I guess. We'll see how it will go. We shall see. Let me see something. Hope they didn't schedule like okay, yeah. Sorry that they might not play it in time because it is both of the matches will have 5 games in them each, no matter what, so they are gonna be quite lengthy. They're gonna be quite lengthy. Hey, also, has anyone ever maxed out a tournament entirely? Like, what do you mean? Like in 3v3? No losses in any stat? Oh, like in like win rates and stuff? No, no one has done it. Zero drop means no. Me and Chide had 0 dropped games before our finals with each other. Twice in a row. And Chide had 1 dropped game in the first 1v1. Like 3 in the second one. Or something like that. Uh, yeah. In team tournaments, there have been at least 1 or 2 dropped games from winning teams as well. What else? $3.99 game this week. Oh no. And there have been people who won their category all 3 times and 3v3. Like Isaac won all 3 wins grinds that he had. I won all 3 PB hunts they had. Else? I don't think anyone won all 3 1v1s because Cobb won 2 1v1s, but he did PB hunt in the bronze match, so yeah. And everyone else lost at least once in the 1v1s. But Cobb did double 3-0 in the 1v1s he did in previous 3-3, so yeah. But if we're only counting 3, like all 3 in the same category, then it's just me and Isaac in the previous one. But we didn't have tiers, so it's just I kinda got more points just than their opponents and stuff. Won all 3 wingers, but it wasn't 100% of possible points technically. I mean, he has gone pretty close. So not like maximum points, but to a fucking human limit, like because motherfucker was getting like 300 each week, and the Women's Grand period was only 3 days and not 6. So that was. I think he got something like. I know something like 320, 300, and 350, I think, or something like that. I don't remember what he got in the second week. Maybe he got slightly less than 300, but still. Sylvian. Hello, Sylvian, and pay to win. 3 in a weekend is big, but not that impossible. 350 is impossible. We'll go pay here. Yeah. And he's 350 versus CJ's 320 or 330 or something. In the finals were quite good at. Because then you get an extra 6 hours before it ends in 5 times. I think if I dedicated everything I could max get like 380. Yeah, probably. Yeah, there's also human limit in general, not just yours, I feel like. I'm so sad we did not see Monkey in PvP tournaments. I was specifically inviting him to be one of the Congo team leaders for first 3v3. Just because having him with any good 1v1 player would probably be a bit broken, but who knows. We had Isaac and CJ first 3v3, and if we also had a monkey there, that would have been wild. Imagine Isaac, CJ, monkey, and we all grinding at their peaks. Yeah. Add me to that mix and you literally get a Suicide Squad. Death by grinding party games wins. All 5 of us. Was also like, let's say, like add Bochid and Sylvian as well. For being crazy enough to attempt daily like a million times daily record. I think other people did that too, but I don't remember how many attempts they did and if it was like more than 2. That's how Monkey versus Bleach, SDLC, Jason versus Cheetah. We've seen Isaac CJ looking like how Bleach did qualifiers, and although he probably has some like real life stuff, but the real life stuff, Monkey would probably at his speed just stomp him. Kronos in that mix probably would have been quite insane too. With Grand Tournament is probably the worst idea of all time, please not ever make it real. I mean, technically the Wing Grind tournament is the first ever tournament that was played in Party Games community. It was that July 4th event that Monkey hosted, where it was just 3 teams of like 8+ people or something, and just whichever team altogether got like most wins in like a few day period just wins. So yeah. So technically it did happen, and a bunch of people were in it. I always keep forgetting about it. Like, who was playing in it? Let me find the screenshot. Oh gosh. Hey, like, open this image somewhere. That is not here. I'll just make it bigger, I guess. Just so we can see the names. Like, look at this. Just the names and the uh teams over here. If I can team of Shinkbot, Keiki, and Monkey, Hippo, and Wire is insane. I think the one that won was the blue one, which is Illumisphere, Levi, Oogie. Yeah, they had a lot of good runners. Big C, Cobb, Santinaldo. I don't remember who it was, but they had some amount of wins when I joined. I remember that name when I like very first joined. I don't remember who they were, but they were there. Lefty, Denius, Carousel. I think Cryo grinded the most. I think this is where the first daily record was set, with Cryo just getting like 100 wins exactly in one day. I don't think anyone gotten, from what we know, of course, gotten 100 wins in a day before. And Google, very, very stacked team for wins, kind, especially back then. There's like, I think majority of the main grinders in that it was July 2020, like the start of July 2020. So yeah, it would be the time when Big C, Oogie, Oogle, Cryo, then Levi were playing the most. So yeah. Freedom of America, Liberty, yeah. You can tell that this is Monkey's Island. I think I even got 104 days in abomination. I believe it's here. No, 100 wins in just one day. Like, people were getting 100 wins. As of oops. I accidentally scrolled. I see all Discord tags as well. All people. Actually, that's an average of 120. But it's only meant monkey. I mean, back then it was COVID, so the you know the averages were higher. Well, now just people don't play as much, so nostalgia. The first one. I wasn't even in the Discord when it happened. That's how old this event was. I like barely missed it by a few weeks. The historic real. It's also one event that I won, actually, and that probably no one knows about, and it was Keiki's like, I don't remember what event it was called. It was like a death run event or something. It was basically like a very like narrowed like corridor out of bedrock with some terrain inside of it and like a bunch of people from PG community. I don't remember full list of people, but it was like, I'm for sure it was like me, Oogie, Dan, Oogle, Big C, Hippo at the very least. Those people were there, and maybe a few more. I think that's at least, and like is like, yeah, you need to like get to the end as fast as possible, but there's also like a possible shortcut you can take through going through the Nether, and I was like, oh, I I speedrun sometimes. I can just go through Nether, but like it was a bit scuffed, so like the things were not fully working. So once like Kiki saw that I was like kinda should have been done with portals, he just put the obsidian in and just let me the Nether, and I was like, okay, Nether might be tough, but it should be faster if I go through it. And there was just like a 2x2 corridor with what's called with just two uh small jumps over lava, and that's it. And I completed the race and I was like, oh, I guess I won. And while everyone else was just still struggling in the actual like map, in the actual terrain, and just getting better. I think Hippo got the first place in the overworld, and the prize was the rank upgrade, and I didn't really need it back then, so I just gave it to Hippo, since I was like, yeah, he won like overworld and I won nether, so like he can get a prize as well. How old Jin Cobb is? Yeah, he's. There was also one forgotten event, which is like right towards the end of Monkey's server, and like right towards the merge of the servers. Is on Monkey. It was another like wins grinding related event, and I think he said it's supposed to be like based on total drama and survivor type stuff. So like it was something like people get wins throughout the week, and then they like vote to eliminate someone or something, like, you know, like those type of like show, those type of games. But I he didn't really make the rules clear, and like people were just like, people signed up and they were like just there, but like no one understood what was going on or what they were supposed to do. So when Marky was like pinging people and was like, okay, it's time to vote, and everyone's like, wait, what are we voting? What are we supposed to do? So it just like died like instantly. But like Marky like tried to like, and like tried to like keep it going, and I think people like voted like hours a few times, but it was like very confusing, and no one was like really understanding what was going on. Total Party Island, yeah. They're in such good hands nowadays with digital weapons. I would hope so. It sounds like another case of party gamers being unable to read. Not just read, not being able to write. Like, I mean, I I think I understood somewhat what he was trying to do. Uh, because it was like something like people grant wins and they vote for one of the people with least or something. I don't remember actually. It's been fucking almost 4 years since then. Why do I remember this shit at all? Like, uh, why can't I remember something more productive in my life? Uh, so, yeah, because like, I don't know, no one was understanding what's going on. I I'm a big Total Drama fan, and I was actually like back in that era. I was thinking of also a Total Drama event, but like a bit in a different way. Uh, with like, I don't know, actually like making like an island, and like, you know, and like actual show like complete the challenges every episode and stuff. And like I was like, well, we can just recreate party games challenges or like something related to it. They like would fit into like Minecraft stuff, I think. But that's so much work, and I don't think people would want to do it because especially now This server is very drama free. Feel like something like this might actually like doing an event like this is like based on like a drama show might actually make some people a little upset during it, but I don't know. I had but a terrible tornado idea a second ago. What was it? Throw throw everything you have in mind in here. We will not judge. I promise. The first Party Games 2v2 tournament have already been hosted. You cannot go lower than that, so just shoot it. Elimination event where a big pool of players starts off and each day $25 win player gets eliminated. It's like just like a Venus Grind version, kind of Dance PB Hunt event, but like instead of a week, it's like every time period is it's 24 hours, and it's not a bad idea. It's sounds pretty interesting. The problem is no one is wins grinding. It's like a very non-wins grind era for fighting games. Maybe it will make people play it, but it just I don't know. Problem with Inside, it's mostly comes down to just free time in the end. So probably just gonna be whoever plays, whoever have the ability to play the most will win. Although it will create a lot of, if there's like a lot of people playing, it will create interesting situations because people will be queuing each other a lot probably. And they might screw each other up. Try to do it. I feel like 60 people is enough. 2 wins a day to survive. Oh gosh. This will like kill people who will make it to the later rounds. Like getting eliminated early might actually be a blessing in this tournament, TBH. To be perfectly honest with you guys. Ironically, top 5 is just a week of 100 win days. The top 5 like of this event of leaderboard. I'm confusion. The goal isn't to win, it's to psychologically destroy your opponents. Yes. They need to do it like Parkour Warrior Survivor. You like once you reach like a certain amount of wins, like you get to 20 wins, you need to wait for everyone else to reach 20 wins before you can continue. Or before the time period expires. Yeah, that's the strat. You psychologically torment your opponents into to making them quit the game. That's why I'm hosting this tournament and not playing in it, so I can have less people to play against in the next only one. That's just the strat. It was all calculated from the very beginning, guys. My predictions for weeks 2 and 3, by the way. It's hard to tell considering that this one isn't over yet. And we will be seeing Sylvan versus Kopskaya and IL. We'll see a lot of interesting matchups here. Sky versus Sky, probably. I mean, we'll just assume that the categories will not change, which they might. But if they want, we'll have like Sky versus Sky wins Grand Nudley, IL PB Hunt, and Cop Sylvian rematch in a 1v1. Rematch that I would actually be very interested to see, because the first time they played, Comp won 3-0 against Sylvian, but this is Sylvian's. It was like his first steps into party games, and now a lot of time has passed, and it's interesting how now they would do if this match happens. I feel like Team Sylvian might have a little edge in those matchups if everything will go like it does right now, because it seems like Cop hasn't been playing as much, and so maybe Sylvian will get better scores in 1v1 over a 5-game matchup. Aya will probably win in PB Hunt, but I don't see Nudi losing by a lot. And if Sky PK doesn't start playing and Sky Jigsaw continues to play like she does right now, we might see a big gap in the wins grand here. The mentioned SFPR, what is it? Charlie and the Boots, both just getting like mediocre amount of wins each day. Probably gonna be very close if like maybe reaching like similar tiers, so no big ups there, no matter who will win. Depends on what Charlie is possible of pulling off. Cannon Sand is gonna be interesting in the PB hunt, especially if Sand will continue to not submit anything. Maybe slight edge towards him, but it's hard to tell. And 1v1 would be Nils versus Swift. We have seen Nils and Swift in Halloween. No, it was Christmas 1v1. And I think Nils won like in a 2-0 there. So, and now with better internet and hopefully fixed headphones, he might repeat his success, but it's hard to tell because we have not. It's gonna be easier to when we will see Swift compared against other high tier players when he will play Cup tomorrow. So, but right now Nils seems like a very likely favorite there, and so the Manchi game will probably get a slight win. And week 3, let me just. Senior Scope Sky IL will be huge for overall win. Yeah, the winning team is in that group. I'll be playing more next week. Oh no, it's so over. I really hope that the winner will not be decided right uh, until the very end. I want it to be suspenseful. I want for everything to matter. So we'll see. SFPR Sylvian wins grind, probably Sky over Boots, Scent, and well, depends how much motivation Sky will still have. And once again, considering that categories are the same, but I have no way of knowing. I don't think players know themselves yet. They will decide on Mondays. Scent versus Noodly is gonna be very interesting as well. Noodly seems to already have more tier 5s than Scent had in his qualifiers. But I think Scent said something about playing more towards later weeks, but I don't remember. Maybe he said he will be playing less, actually. I might be just completely confusing what he was saying. So either way, this one is gonna be very close. And considering that Boots showed that he can get some high tiers, despite not really being into win grinding, he is even if he will lose, I feel like it's gonna be like with Bleach. Even if he will lose, he'll make it as close as he can. And Swift versus Sylveon will be a good closing match to watch between those teams. Once again, very depends on how both of them will play it, because it's, I think, I know it's harder. Those two are the harder for me to tell than Niels and Cobb for some reason in 1v1s. I don't know. I feel like Niels is more likely to win his 1v1s, most of his 1v1s, while Cobb might struggle just for the lack of practice. With and Sylveon and Swift are like kinda like wild cards for me. I don't really know how they will play, but Sylveon probably has a bit of edge there. So Sylveon, Team Sylveon right now, after 2 days of the 3-week tournament, seems more favorable than Party Rockers, but with the same categories, but everything will probably change. Kopska Dementia Gaming, Skype King Charlie is gonna be hard to tell because I feel like it's gonna be one of the like matchups that where Sky might grind. I don't know. We'll see. And looking at Charlie's space so far, it's very possible to outgrind him. So this one's gonna be once again very close. IL versus Ken in PP Hunt. Will also depend on what Ken will submit on this first week, but IL will probably be having a little bit difference here, and Cobb Nils, if this match happens, it's gonna be like a rematch of winners bracket finals from the 5th 1v1, where Cobb has won a pretty close match, and I feel like right now Niels would probably have an edge, but those two are very close together in skill and stuff, so once again, hard to tell. If this is how this matchup goes, I could see like Sky and IL winning their categories and Niels just getting a ton of points in 1v1 just through more consistency or something. That could be interesting if this is how it play out. And I don't know. Let us at least finish week 1. Like I said, I have no idea who will win this thing. I think all 4 teams have an equal chance. Especially depending on how they will choose their categories in next weeks and how the 1v1s will be played out. So We will see. We shall see. It feels like I don't know, all teams kind of have a player who can get a win almost against everyone. One player, one player who it will be tough for to get at least one win just because of the categories and circumstances they're in, and one player who is kind of like in the gray zone for most of the matchups, and it's hard to tell in the end how they will do. I feel like. So it really comes down how each player will actually play their categories and how much points they will be able to obtain. Just some of my thoughts. I'm really excited to see what is next in this tournament. I'm really excited for 1v1s. If I said one of them being tomorrow. Let me see when exactly again. 5:30 p.m. Oh gosh. So it's 15 hours from now on. But I gotta go to sleep. I really need to. I don't know if I will wake up in 15 hours. That's. Yeah, either way. That's basically everything I want to want to throw out here. Except tomorrow in 15 hours, Hub versus Swift first 1v1 of this week. So hope to see you there, guys. Make sure to not miss this very exciting match, and keep track of the tournament through the spreadsheets and streams and stuff. But I will be going right now. I'm dying and I need sleep, and there's nothing else I would want to discuss. So thank you all for watching my tired rambling. Hope you enjoyed the stream and recap. Hope to see you guys tomorrow on the first only one match. When was the one again? In 15 hours from now. Yeah, 15. Alright, good night, guys. Thank you for watching. I love you all. Bye bye.